your brighter side, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side, and it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it, thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
So let's talk about celebrity trash talkers. Is there any celebrity that has the worst trash talking on the court? Maybe they're sitting courtside.
Drake and Travis Scott talk the most trash to me. And I usually talk trash back to them after I make a shot or that song go well, but it adds another dimension to the game that I really, really enjoy. I grew up playing street ball, so all you hear is trash talk from the sideline. So to hear well-known
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Tonight, we'll see the Washington Wizards as they play against the Philadelphia 76ers here in Wells Fargo Center. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, the ceremony was delayed, and understandably so, but at last, the Hall of Fame class of 2020 was enshrined. And what a class it was, led by Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and of course, the late, great Kobe Bryant headlining the 9 inductees. There was tremendous poignancy with Kobe's inclusion coming so recently after his tragic death. and it was a night that none of us are going to forget. Guys?
Thank you, D.A. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in New York where they'll take on the Knicks. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Russell Westbrook out there with Bradley Beal. And there's Bryant. Then it's Avdia. And it's Bertans in at the 4 spot. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Greg, in 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so because of that, though, especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. Now, here's Green, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. And Green gets it to go.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
To the middle, here's Avdia. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Here's Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. And that one's good, Simmons.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Westbrook kicks to Beal. And there's the pass to Avdia. Now, here's Bertans to the inside. Westbrook, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You know, even inside, Westbrook, unstoppable. He plays with great confidence and also tremendous force for a guard.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And it's Simmons penetrating. And he banks in the layup. Simmons got his second bucket of the night.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Pass to Beal. Tries it from 19. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. 76ers have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Yep, that one goes in there. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
The shot by Bryant, no good.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, fogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Free throw line jump shot. Here's Bryant over Simmons. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Philadelphia.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The 76ers leading by 5. And it's Simmons. Oh, that was terrific.
Good. And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, He takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Washington with the ball. 76ers getting the bucket. Westbrook, no good.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Simmons can't get it to go. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Washington.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, and two mid-tier teams trying to get a leg up in the conference, guys. We'll see what happens.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
It's Beal on the wing, releases, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
Here's Embiid. It's stolen by Bryant. And now Avdia pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Berton's shot is good. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Simmons. Bryant with the rebound.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And the wide open shot from Avdia. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists now tonight. No good from Simmons.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Avdia. He has 5.
That long reach of Embiid's is a real asset on defense. Covers a lot of territory and knows how to snuff out shooters.
3 on the clock. Here's Beal, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Beal's got his 3rd basket of the night. Here's Simmons. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
And Simmons slams it in.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
Wizards trail by 4. Bryant with it. He's coming off a 22-point game against Detroit.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Philadelphia with the ball. Simmons inside the line. And that one hits back iron. Wizards have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, he has to connect from there.
Curry gets the bucket.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. He's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Seth Curry. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Brown's checked in. And Beal kicks to Brown. Nice ball movement by Washington. Westbrook passes to Bryant. It's Beal on the wing. The Wizards with another miss. Philadelphia leading by 6. Here's Embiid. Westbrook with the steal. Lob pass to Bryant. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Simmons on the wing. And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, never shy about getting to that rack. Simmons so aggressive playing downhill. Nice dunk there.
Beal deciding where to go with it. Over Thibault. They get it back. Bryant. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pulls it from 20. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. And now a 10-point Philadelphia lead.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Here's Thibault. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Washington calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the Wizards making a change here.
And checking out some numbers for Ben Simmons. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 16 points per last year, 8 assists and 7 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against Indiana.
And even though he's not the biggest guy on the court, Smith can certainly get up and send shots back on occasion. I mean, shooters need to make sure they don't take him lightly on defense.
Thibault on the wing. That's tipped, and so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket picked. Here are last season's steals leaders. Ben Simmons, number 1.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
And Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
Wagner, Embiid with the steal. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Knocked away. Embiid with the steal. Simmons with it. Now Smith defending. The 10-footer. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Simmons got 16.
Running it down their throats. 3 straight baskets there in transition.
And stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Beal. 76ers getting the bucket. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Howard's checked in for Harris. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Danny Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Ben Simmons. Wagner kicks to Smith. Kept alive by Washington. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. They lead by 17. Ferguson's shot is good.
And you look at it, 8 of the last 10 points they've given up here coming in transition.
And defensively, you've got to recognize that threat and make the correction.
Now here is Smith. No points in the game yet for him. Beal the pass to Smith. Back to Beal. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Embiid. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
Here's Wagner. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia.
Mike Scott.
Here's Beal. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. And that's 13 points for Bradley Beal.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Thybulle can't get it to go. Wizards trail by 19. Smith kicks to Beal. And stolen by Thybulle. For the finish, throws down the breakaway jam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
So it's Washington now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Davis Bertans checks in for Washington.
One shot.
.23 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Beal kicks to Wagner. Good, and it's Beal picking up the assist. Wagner's got 5 points so far.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
And that one's good. Thybulle.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll return shortly. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for those who want to follow in his footsteps.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day, you come here, you want to make an impact and, share your story with everybody. And so it kind of pushes everybody back home in the whole continent to want to do the same thing.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Scott is out there with Ferguson, and there's Seth Curry. Then it's Shake Milton, and it's Howard in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Howard, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Down low, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
You talk about passing, Smith is one of the best in the game in that aspect. An incredible distributor.
And Curry with the stuff.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Now, here is Smith. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Curry with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Milton. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Boy, quick hands that time by Curry on the steal, and his team makes sure the turnover is not in vain.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Smith outside. Tipped away. Curry with it. Now Smith defending. Here's Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Curry. Again, Philadelphia.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Smith, the pass to Beal. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
Free throw, no good for Beal. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Offensive rebound, Howard, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Howard's got 8 here in the quarter.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
No expiration date on their legs. They just seem to be fresher, and they're putting those fresh legs to good use.
It's stolen by Milton. Curry with it. Westbrook picks him up, and the basket is good. Curry's got 13.
Guys, this is the NBA. You keep giving the ball away, you're going to get punished.
Value the possession. Vital to winning basketball games. We all know that. And if you don't, you cripple yourself.
Now Howard. After Westbrook's missed three, shoots over Beal. They get it back. It's deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bertans. And the 76ers making a change here. Harris is checked in. On its way from Curry for two. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's Ferguson. Another miss by Philadelphia. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. There's Beal with the 3. The shot comes out, and it's Philadelphia the other way. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And good that time.
Concentrating on expanding his game. When Howard is making this shot, it opens up the floor so much more.
Here's Avdia. Off target from three-point range.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Westbrook. The 76ers getting the bucket. Pass to Beal. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Outside, Beal puts up a 3. Westbrook, no good. Philadelphia shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Here's Scott. Beal pulls it in.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's Ferguson. Cans the shot from the wing. Ferguson's got 9.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Westbrook with the bucket.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak. And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard.
Green comes in for Scott, and Simmons subbed in for Terrence Ferguson. And a switcher also for Washington. Brown's checked in. Now here's Green. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Green's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, you know, we all think of Green as a shooter, and he is, but he's capable of more than that. He scores in other ways, too. Sneaky athleticism. You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
No good from Simmons. Enzo Bryant will bring it up for the Wizards. Here's Westbrook. Plays it up and banks it in. Westbrook's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Brown right side. Plenty of space. Again, the Wizards score.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Here's Simmons. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
And here's a look at the stats for Westbrook. Coming off a terrific season, putting in about 27 points a game, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Got a piece of it. Bertans passes to Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Westbrook has tremendous elevation for a guard. So athletic, and not only does he get high up in the air, he's strong while he's up there.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Washington with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. And now the fast break, Embiid with the ball over Westbrook. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Boy, that's a great effort from Simmons, guys. He might have point guard skills, and he's got plenty of those, but he can bang inside, too.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
So for the Wizards, Mo Wagner comes in for Thomas Bryant, and Smith subbed in for Bertans. Smith the pass to Wagner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Embiid. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The 76ers leading by 22. Embiid with it. Now Smith defending. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Man, I tell you what, I love how Embiid doesn't shy away from contact. He's skilled at finding ways to get to that foul line.
The 76ers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
The big man is so skilled and has such an infectious personality. Joel Embiid is hard not to love. I mean, he just oozes that kind of attraction. And his potential, unlimited.
And Embiid drops them both. It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
So for the Wizards, their last game, a win against Detroit.
Well, you know, I did not think I'd ever see a player equal Oscar Robertson's triple-double average for a season, which the Big O did back in '62. Then along came Russell Westbrook. Another level. Did it for 3 straight seasons, making an indelible mark in the history books.
And last season, Westbrook passing the great Magic Johnson for second all-time in career triple-doubles. Does he catch Oscar Robertson with 181?
I think he does, Greg. I think he's got a chance anyway, I should say that. Just to be in the conversation speaks volumes to all you need to know about Russell Westbrook's greatness.
First one falls for him.
Hey, when it comes to stat sheet stuffers, Westbrook is a stat sheet stuffer supreme. Mark that one up, guys.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Curry. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Bogus checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Smith against Simmons.
Oh my goodness! That was special. Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
And stolen by Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
And he comes up with the deuce. Westbrook's got 17 now.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
That's tipped. Westbrook against Harris. It's Westbrook with the drive and finished off by Westbrook.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket. You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
Here's Westbrook. That shot off. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Simmons inside the line. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Simmons got 33.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now here's Westbrook. 19 points in the game. Wagner passes to Brown. Over Green. Again, the Wizards good for 2. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Took him no time at all on that one. 12 points for him.
Well, Simmons has what I call see-ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
There's Westbrook with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Wing shot on the way. That one wide left. Washington shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. And it's Smith missing. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Washington with the rebound. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them.
Excellent job that time by Westbrook. Spots a weakness and then burst right to exploit it.
Over Brown. And there's Green on the assist from Simmons. Green's got 4 points in the quarter. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Joel, you've got the lead, so how do you build on that as the game continues?
Just keep being aggressive. I thought we did a good job defensively, so we just got to keep being aggressive and making plays.
Hey, they always build off of their defense here. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 33 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. Tonight isn't an exception as looking back at his last few games, he's been stringing together some incredible performances. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Tremendous game so far for Simmons. He's really on the offensive end of the floor. This is the production you want from him every night.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for a team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that, Ernie. Ugh.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
I've been moving through the city like a phantom.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And Washington has possession, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Wizards. Thomas Bryant is out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Avdia in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, that's a sweet spot for Harris, guys. I mean, all he needs is a little separation, and he's good to go.
Simmons against Beal. Inside, Avdia. Good, and it's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Wizards shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Avdia can't hit.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Embiid. Bertans grabs the board. Bertans got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Avdia. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Here's Simmons. Again, Philadelphia.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Beal from long range, and Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
That's good from Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot.
And Harris drops them both. Wizards have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Outside Westbrook. Back to Beal from 18 feet away. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
And there's not an area on the floor where Beal can't do damage. He is a handful for any defense he goes up against.
Shots good by Simmons.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Beal. He's got 21. Bryant with the bounce pass. That's good from Beal on the assist by Bryant. Beal's got 4 this quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
And stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Flash ability of Simmons. Really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive, cutting mentality.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Outside Bryant. Pass to Avdia. Now here's Beal. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Simmons against Bertans. Up again.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. They've been absolutely dominant.
Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the paint. Beal against Simmons. Bryant gets a wide open look. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Bryant's got 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Harris, good.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time. And, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Embiid inside the line. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Washington. To the middle. Here's Bryant. And finish off by Bryant.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And, guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Timeout called the 76ers. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Harris. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Green. Tony Bradley's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. One-on-one here. And finished off by Westbrook.
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with the little extra pizzazz.
From about 16, here's Embiid. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
Boy, you can get a lot of momentum getting a timely offensive rebound, and they've had more than their share.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. And the Wizards making a change here. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
The pass to Bonga. Nice ball movement by Washington. Inside. That's good from Beal on the assist by Avdija.
Assist goes to
Avdija's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Philadelphia's gotten off 4 shots from 3-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Offensive rebound, Embiid. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, second chance points, again, a huge problem for this team.
Boy, they're getting caught spectating. You can't be a watcher out there. They're letting rebounds slip away. Everybody's got to get in there and fight for the ball.
Troy Brown's checked in for Washington. The free throw drops for Embiid. Washington has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Wagner. Korkmaz grabs the miss. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Washington shooting it beautifully here in the third, 56% from the field. Here's Beal, and that one goes long. Philadelphia shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Here's Maxey. Sinks that one from the post.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Smith outside. Drops in the layup for 2. Smith's got his first points of the night.
Man, that was a really nice interior shot by Smith. For a smaller guy, he's extremely confident when he gets down in the paint.
And that one, good.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
The Wizards shooting it really well, 54% from the floor. Smith the pass to Beal. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Beal's got 27.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
And that one's good. Maxey's gone 2 of 3 from the field. To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second personal foul.
At the line. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the 76ers.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
And he makes the first.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Scott comes in for Korkmaz. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Bradley. Washington has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Smith, no good. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And that one's good. Maxey. Now Beal. He's got 27. Down low. And it's Smith that time on the assist from Beal. Beal's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Here's Thybulle. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Thybulle's got 14. Washington shooting 54% since they had a chance to talk things over at halftime. They're looking locked in out there now. Wagner passes to Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And maybe not the most explosive player in the league, but Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
Howard misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
To the paint. Here's Wagner. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Bradley Beal is second.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And Simmons, he's checked in for Maxey.
And taking a look here at some stats for Brown. Some last season stats for him. Last season put up about 10 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And his rookie season, an opportunity to learn the NBA game. He's hoping to take a larger role in his sophomore campaign.
Well, he had the whole summer to work on his game now. I believe he will take that next step forward in his development.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Knocks it loose. Here's Simmons, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Here's Smith, and the layup's good off the glass. Smith's got 6.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Pulls up on the wing. Washington with the rebound.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Outside, Beal. Back to Smith. No one near him. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 8 points for him.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. And it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
Lets it go from the wing. Thibault can't get it to go. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Smith on the wing, defended by Milton. The shot's good. Beal's got 12 points in just the second half.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
And then Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
So it's the Wizards now. For three, Smith. Rebound by the 76ers. Howard's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Finished off the break. And that's 10 points for Smith.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Washington shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Outside, Beal lets it go with a three. And it's Smith that time on the assist from Beal. Beal's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Goes back up, and there's the nice layup by Howard. Howard's got 14 points.
The concentration, the strength, the balance. Howard doing a nice job staying focused on the rim despite getting hit.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his fourth giveaway already. He's letting his guard down out there.
"12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Simmons can't get it to go.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Philadelphia ahead, opening up a huge gap. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Howard. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Harris has gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. And stolen by Harris. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Neto, the pass to Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Poked away and stolen by Harris. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Robinson. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. Ball going up court. And the dunk by Lopez.
At 7 feet tall, dunking is very easy for Lopez. Once he's this deep, the defense is in trouble.
Washington shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Neto kicks to Robinson. And again, Washington with the triple.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Simmons inside the line. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Simmons got 49 points in the game. Here's Westbrook. Some solid defense from Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for Philadelphia. Again, Philadelphia.
Boy, I love whenever Howard leaks out in transition. He's a big, easy target to find in these situations.
Pass to Neto. Back to Robinson. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward. And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Double team on Westbrook. Back to Neto. Three-pointer. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Harris has got 8 rebounds in this game. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Harris has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Double team on Westbrook. Passes it to Robinson to end the run. Drills it from outside.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Ferguson. He can't get that one to fall. And the Wizards now going the other way. The 19-foot shot. The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 27 points.
Well, the thing that jumps out at you about Westbrook is his dynamic athleticism, but his mechanics, very sound, too.
Ferguson misses.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up. Pigeon. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Lets it go from 14. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Kept alive. Lopez. Good D by Howard. Timeout called the 76ers.
Start it.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Bradley's checked in for Howard. And Maxey's subbed in for Curry. And a switcher also for Washington. Abdia's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And that one's good, Maxey. Washington's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Poke loose. And the pass to Lopez. The Wizards working the ball around now. Count it. Neto's got his first points in this one.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Here's Korkmaz, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. For Washington, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Right side Robinson. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated to really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point. And the 76ers call time here.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016, spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Here's Harris, and the rebound goes to Lopez. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Here's Avdia shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Last season was kind of a rough one, very turbulent for the NBA. The China controversy, the passing of David Stern, Kobe Bryant, and finally the COVID pandemic. Other than that, it was kind of uneventful.
I mean, an incredibly tough year. And,
wow.
You know, you just go back to March, and who would have ever thought we would go through what we went through? And you talked about all the other issues, David Stern and Kobe both passing. You know, I'm just hopeful we get a return to normality, because that sounds pretty good right about now.
It sure does.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Here's Maxey. Misses off the right iron. Wizards have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. It's tipped. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. From the high post, he drills it. Bradley's got his first basket of the night.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
And again, Washington, no good.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here's Maxey. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
You know what I've always said, partner? Good shooting covers over a multitude of ills, and we're seeing it right now.
Pass to Pasekniks. Banked in off the glass. Paseknik's got his first 2 points.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Maxey, and the 76ers tack on 2 more. And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Washington. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view, you've gotten a front court view, you've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
Here's Harris, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
With the shot, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Back to Neto. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Bangs home the trifecta. Robinson's got 11 points here in just the second half. Philadelphia's gone along perfectly from three-point range. Tonight they've gone 5 for 5. Maxey, no good. Wizards shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Avdia, the pass to Neto. Launches it. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Maxey. Again, Philadelphia. Here's Neto. We know, Greg, the NBA is full of superstars, yet you can foul out of the game after 6 personal fouls, and some have suggested instead just tacking on an extra free throw when a player commits their 6th+ foul, and then they can stay in the game.
You know, I think something along those lines could make sense. No doubt it's tough to see the marquee player riding the bench because it's not just the 6th foul, right? In some coaches, you pick up 2 in the first quarter, you're done for the quarter. You pick up a 3rd in the second, you're done for the half.
Yes.
So I would like to see something, but I think it's got to also be fair. Maybe you get free throws and another possession. Maybe something along those lines might be in the best interest of the game.
I like that. And the first one at the line is good. Danny Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Terrence Ferguson. Good on both. And here's Maxey. Here's Milton. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Robinson. He drains the quick shot. Robinson's got 13 points here in the second half alone. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
And that one's good. Green.
Boy, this is Green's game in a nutshell. He is an efficient catch-and-shoot player.
Down low, here's Lopez. Here's Bezekniks. Goes up again. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Maxey, no good. Washington shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the 76ers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display
here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And in a 2-game season series, you always want to take charge of game one, and exactly what they're doing here tonight against the Wizards.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ben Simmons.
Boy, he was swatting shots all game long, really owned the defensive end and got a ton of blocks and really protected that rim.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise! Ladies and gentlemen, the dance team.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. So it's Philadelphia now. Here's Milton. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Outside Robinson. To the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Bradley. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
Neto, the pass to Besekniks. Over Maxey. And Washington again with the bucket. Now, here's Maxey. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time.